Battlefront 2 took E3 2017 by force, storming publisher EA's press conference with a bunch of troopers and voice actress Janina Gavankar in a dark side-looking dress. They didn't have to menace all us poor game fans to get our attention though, not when they had new multiplayer gameplay and trailer action this exciting. Take a look at these Battlefront 2 moments that left us breathless, not with terror because of being menaced by troopers, but with anticipation for the next Battlefront game. A new Battlefront 2 means new multiplayer heroes, and this trailer moment teased us with a tantalising glimpse of tiny green Jedi powerhouse Yoda winding up to fight Darth Maul, another one of the new special characters in Battlefront 2 multiplayer. What's more, the way Battlefront 2 takes place in all three of the Star Wars movie eras paves the way for all kinds of non-canonical duels, as hero characters who never encountered each other in the movies try to lay the smackdown on each other in multiplayer matches. Like here, in the palace on Naboo, where Rey and Darth Maul meet non-canonically in a fireworks display of close-quarters blaster fire and lightsaber twirling. Also, I do not remember our girl Rey having these kinds of saber skills in Episode 7, so I'm calling this non-canon as well. The Battlefront 2 multiplayer map on show at E3 is called Attack on Theed, which takes place, you guessed it, in Theed. That's the capital city of Naboo, the planet you'll remember so fondly from Episode 1. You remember Amidala's from there, and also Jar Jar Binks, but never mind that. Whatever your personal stance on Jar Jar, his planet's capital is a beautiful place, and it looks better in Battlefront 2 than it did in Episode 1 even. Who could have guessed it looks even better still when it's got these armoured assault tanks rolling inexorably towards the central palace? There's no street on any planet that doesn't look cooler with an AAT hover tank surging down it, and the first phase of the Attack on Theed battle sees the droid forces escorting a whopping MTT troop transport right to Amidala's front door. She's not at home, by the way, as far as we can see. The AT-RTS is a bipedal scout walker, and we're all kinds of jazzed that you can ride them in Battlefront 2, as we see here. These sporty little all-terrain recon transports are going to be a lot of fun for striding all over the map. It's going to be like riding a horse in Battlefield 1, only the horse is a robot that has guns in it. I bet the rebels would be dead of jealousy over the AT-RT mounts of the clone troopers here, or they would be if, by the looks of it, they didn't have their own equivalent mounts in the shape of these rideable Tauntauns. Adorable. No word yet on whether you can slice the Tauntauns open and climb inside for warmth and a defensive bonus, but there's still time to make it happen, DICE. Although our trip to Theed wasn't extensive in Episode 1, we'll be getting to know it a lot better in Battlefront 2, thanks to this gorgeous urban map. Look at this and tell me it wouldn't make the perfect place for a weekend-long city break if it wasn't being invaded by a droid army. And what with the flying vehicles you can zoom around in Battlefront 2 multiplayer, like the N1 Starfighter and the Vulture droid, you'll get the perfect bird's-eye view of this scenic Star Wars location. At least until you smash yourself to bits on one of those scenic towers. Also, did you know horses were a thing in Star Wars? Turns out horses are totally a thing in Star Wars. Thanks again, Wikipedia. Alright, the B-1 battle droids take a lot of flack for being gangly, fragile and borderline incompetent in the prequel movies, but moments like these made us realise that, hey, you know what? Battle droids can be cool. Look at these guys deploying shields and firing rotary blaster cannons looking exactly like they know what they're doing, while simultaneously looking totally adorable with their spindly limbs and pointy heads. Speaking of stunning moments of realisation, this was the point at which we noticed B-2 Super Battle Droids are Cylon Centurions. Man, those Cylons get everywhere, don't they? You never know who to trust. When Battlefront 1 DLC introduced lengthy multiplayer matches with multiple phases to create a story arc within a sequence of map areas, we thought it was a good idea. Remember the good times on the Death Star?
We can do it!
Oh,
Believe,
R2, come on!
believe in yourself!
Throw him at the ship!
Hurl him like a football.
Go, you stupid droid! He's all electric. Go, go!
Good times. They've stuck with this pleasing Battlefront innovation for Battlefront 2, as we see in the Attack on Theed level, in which Phase 1 is the wide-open map of Urban Theed, which ends with the droid army knocking right on the door of the Royal Palace. Wait, did I say knocking on? I meant knocking down. Guys, you didn't even try the doorbell. Phase 2 then draws the players into a smaller, tighter map within the shiny marble halls of the palace itself, switching up the action with close quarters combat and, as all the players accumulate mounds of battle points, more cameos by legendary hero characters, as players spend their points on becoming Darth Maul, for instance. Speaking of Darth Maul.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear!
The playable villain getting all the screen time in the Battlefront 2 E3 gameplay demo is Darth Maul, so in your face, every other Star Wars villain. It's hard to argue with how super jumping Darth Maul got all the court time while Kylo sulked on the bench presumably, when playable Darth Maul in Battlefront 2 is just this unfeasibly badass. There is nothing better than seeing Frostbite's lovely lighting effects at work on a lightsaber blade, except for seeing Frostbite's lovely lighting effects at work on two lightsaber blades that are attached to each other and being whipped around faster than the baton of an Olympic baton twirler. And that's never more true than with Darth Maul tearing it up in the fancy reflective corridors around the Theed throne room, using, for example, his intimidating spin attack power. Though I don't mean to do down his chokehold power, you can't argue with the classics, because you're being choked, yes. Those were the profoundly cool Battlefront 2 moments that will stick right with us until we play Battlefront 2 some more, ahead of the eventual release date on the 17th of November 2017. We hope you'll subscribe to us here on Outside Xbox for lots more Battlefronts in the days and weeks to come, and drop us a like if you liked the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
Thank you so much for watching this video from the E3 show 2017. We've got another video we think you might like based on sophisticated biometric scanning. Don't question the technology. Just click.
You look like you're dancing.
I'm doing a big fish.
What you should actually watch is this video from Outside Extra here, which is superior and involves no dancing.
No dancing?